Hey, this is Tiqqle, and in this scuffly edited video, we're going to be going over Season of Discovery and the runes that will be coming out for Shaman. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this was just announced at BlizzCon. This is a new form of playing Classic, and instead of being at max level 60 in Vanilla WoW, it's going to be maxed at level 25. There's going to be secrets, treasures, adventures that have never been in the game before, giving you items, as well as these things called runes as part of this rune engraving system, which is going to be brand new. This is coming out the end of November, so get excited. And yes, Shaman tanks will be part of this. I will be having a guild. We will be organizing on our Discord as well as on stream. We're going to be talking about this every day, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so feel free to come by that. I'll also be linking all these links down in the description of this video so you have them, because there's some great gameplay of these builds. S-Van was playing Tank Shaman during BlizzCon itself. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Again, BlizzCon, incredible, very exciting time, especially, and my most anticipated thing is Season of Discovery. I think this is going to be super cool, a brand new adventure, a new way to play Classic, and it's going to bring in these runes. Now, I tried to look up runes for Shaman because obviously I'm focused on that. And I did find a Reddit post that did have all of them listed. And there is a lot. And what I did to make it a little bit easier for you is I grouped them, because you can only have 3 at the beginning. Max level will be 25. There will be a brand new raid. There will be PvP events, all this new stuff going on, as well as the kind of discovery aspect, the secret aspect of the new game mode. Basically, well, I'm calling it a game mode, but they're basically all these versions of Classic now. Now, you're going to be able to get 3 runes. You're going to be able to put them on your 3 pieces of gear at the beginning. Over time, it's expected that you're going to be able to put them on other pieces of gear as they increase the level cap and bring out new content. Now, this is the Shaman stuff. Now, number 1, we're going to go ahead and just go through them quickly. I am going to be focusing on Shaman Tank when I play, but let's go ahead and go through all of them just so you know. I grouped them by the different gear piece because it makes it a little bit easier to review, because every time I look at this and I didn't circle which one was chest, pants, gloves, I had to read, oh, this one's which, oh, this one's this. And I couldn't think of, oh, I need to pick one from here, one from here, one from here. So I hope this helps. This is in our Discord now. I hope that helps. Anyway, let's go ahead and go through it. Chest. Now, I don't believe specializations are locked to any of these. So if you're an Ellie Shaman, you could go into dual wield specialization, I think. Again, I have not played the game. I have not seen too much on it, but that's what I do believe. Now, dual wield specialization, you're probably not very surprised. This is focused on enhancement Shaman, but increases your chance to hit with both spells and melee attacks by 5%. While dual wielding, and your Storm Strike ability now hits with both weapons, increasing the damage and value of Storm Strike for your enhancement Shamans out there, which is something that dual wield specialization was not in the game, I don't believe, until BC. So that is cool, exciting, and that's, you know, something that's nice. I mean, right-click auto-attacking is a big part of Classic, and I do hope, as they did talk about in BlizzCon, warriors and rogues are just OP in the damage meters. Hopefully this brings some more variety into the mix. But again, I know we all want the Classic, the pure Classic experience. This will be shaking things up quite a bit. Now, the next one, which I'm most excited about, is Shield Mastery. I know you might think, Tiqqle, that's boring. No, it's going to be awesome, because now in PvE, we will have a role as a tank. Engrave your chest or robe. Remember, this is that piece of gear. Each time you block, assuming you're using, sword and board, you regenerate mana equal to 4% of your maximum mana, and you gain armor equal to 30% of your shield's armor value, stacking up to 5 times. You also always gain 10% increased chance to block and 15% increased block value. So again, this is orienting us towards tanking. It's making us get more value out of just, I mean, if you think about it, you're just going to get beat on over and over by mobs. Like, how are you going to be defensive against that? Armor value, block value, etc. It makes sense. So that's going to be a tanky option. Now, again, you could think that maybe maybe does an Ellie Shaman want this in PvP? Maybe, but I doubt it. Next is Overload. So yeah, this is definitely going to be for Tank Shaman. And by the way, I will be having different videos and different content around Tank Shaman. I am going to be maining that in this version of the game. Next is Overload. Overload, this is basically Elemental Mastery in the current form of the game. Gives your Lightning Bolt, Chain Chain Heal, Healing Wave, and Lava Burst spells, a 33% chance to cast a second similar spell on the same target at no additional cost that causes half damage or healing and no threat. So this is pretty cool because unlike retail WoW, which is just damaging abilities, this is actually healing can repeat, which I like that quite a bit because I always love the overloading, the mastery effect of Elemental Shamans. One of the reasons why I went them in the first place back in the Dizay. Now, and again, you could say maybe a healer would want this to repeat casts, which is, at no mana cost as well. Next is Healing Rain. Again, one thing I did notice is that like, they don't have cast times or anything like that on casted spells, so I'm assuming Healing Rain's a casted ability, but yeah. Select an area of 15 yards around a target player and heal all of the player's party members within that area for 20 every second. So again, it's an AoE heal on the ground. Cool. Resto Shamans rejoice. Now, from a pants perspective, a lot of these are defensive or healing oriented, which maybe other classes have pants are the defensive things too. It's kind of funny that it's your pants that are protecting you. But anyway, Shamanistic Rage, everyone should be pretty excited about this. Reduces all damage you take by 20%. And you regenerate mana every second for 15 seconds. Mana regenerated is based on attack power, spell power, or healing, whatever's the highest. Now, this is great, another defensive if you're a PvPer, but also the mana regeneration is also pretty big. And if you think about tank, this is something like, oh, well, maybe we need to have reduce damage taken by 20%. Maybe that would be useful. Well, I don't think so, given other options for Shaman tank, but we'll get into that. The next one going down is Ancestral Guidance. For the next 10 seconds, 25% of your damage is converted to healing. Up to 3 nearby party members, 100% of your healing is converted to damage on your most recent Flame Shock target. So it's again a twist on what you know and love in retail. 25% of your damage is converted to healing, and 100% of your healing is converted to damage, which is pretty cool. It's a wombo combo, and again, another way for healers. I mean, this is, I think, a pretty cool way for Resto Shamans to have some more options. I never really think about healers when I think about Classic, even or playing it myself personally, but this should hopefully add some spice of life to that as well. It does seem that Blizzard's adding options for there to be more tanks, more healers in Classic version of the game. Allowing these types of things is more interactive, again, with Overload for Resto Shamans. Again, allowing a Shaman to tank is adding more tanks to the mix. This is something I really want them to do in retail. Give this flavor twist, options of talents, maybe the hero talents, probably not, in the next expansion to allow, again, Shamans to tank in retail. I would do it all day. Now, next one is Way of Earth. Again, this is related to tank. I'm just going to mark the ones I think are going to be key for tanking. Engrave your pants with the Way of the Earth. While Rock Biter weapon is active, your main weapon on your main weapon, you deal 100% increased threat. Threat's a huge deal. Classic it's necessary. You deal 100% increased threat. Gain 30% increased health. Gain 10% or take 10% reduced damage. Gain 6% reduced chance to be critically hit by melee. And Earth Shock taunts targets to attack you and has a separate cooldown from other shocks, but its range is melee. Huge. This is putting into place what a class needs or what Shaman was missing to make it tank viable, right? Hopefully, if it works. I haven't played it, haven't tested it. We'll link you a video where S-Van does play it so you can check out, see what it looks like. But it's like, okay, we needed way more armor. We needed reduced damage, increased threat, reduced crit strike, block chance, and taunts. Okay, check. So again, that's probably going to be for the good old tanking build. So I'm just going to mark that little T. Earth Shield, again, Resto Shamans. I feel like you guys are getting some good stuff. Protect the target with Earthen Shield, reducing casting and channel time lost when damaged by 30%, causing attacks to heal the shielded target. This can only affect, so-and-so, has 3 charges. Earth Shield can only be placed on 1 target at a time. Okay, now that's it. So pretty cool. Now the last one's gloves. Yeah, I think gloves pretty interesting. And I feel like there could be I'd be curious of what you think. Put it down in the comments of what combinations you could see here across all these, because I do see, and watching S-Van's stream playing Shaman Tank, I have a few opinions and I have a few thoughts here because he went maybe he was playing it wrong. I don't know how, if you think about Shaman, if you're tanking and you're just taunting, keeping your threat high through auto attack, shield mastery, maybe you need Water Shield. But anyway, let's go ahead and go through it. Water Shield. 3 globes of water, granting 1% of your max mana every 5 seconds. When a spell, melee, or range attack hits you, 4% of the max mana is restored to the caster. This expends 1 orb, and so on. Well, only 1 globe will activate every few seconds. Okay, I see. So basically, this could be a way to generate mana if you're dumping it as a tank, or, of course, as a healer, of course, as enhanced. Mana is huge in Classic, so this could be useful for literally everything. I'm going to mark it with a T for tank. Tank possible. Next is Lava Burst. Again, no cast time on here, but I'm assuming it's going to be comparable to retail. You hurl a molten lava at your target, dealing 200 or 250 fire damage. If your target has Flame Shock on the target, Lava Burst will deal a critical strike. Now, I do notice that Lava Burst doesn't seem to have an interaction with Overload. I don't see Overload. It says Lightning Bolt, Chain Heal. Oh, it does say Lava Burst. I'm dumb. My bad. So yeah, Lava Burst can potentially overload, which is going to make Ellie Shaman, that could be spicy. That could be spicy. And also enhance. I mean, that could add to that. But you also have Lava Lash. So you charge your offhand weapon, obviously not the tank build, with lava, instantly damage 100% of offhand weapon damage. Damage is increased by 20% if your offhand weapon is enchanted with Flame Tongue. So there you go. There you go. Offhand, by the way. Offhand. So Lava Lash tying into dual wield. So I can see some synergies happening here for sure. A Molten Blast. Now this is brand new. Never before seen, I don't think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Blast a target in a cone in front of you for fire damage. This ability generates a high amount of threat. We don't know if we're going to need it, but probably. And it's AoE threat generation versus single target threat generation of your Rock Biter. Flame Shock periodic damage has a 10% chance to reset Molten Blast. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. So that is something I saw SVan using it. It doesn't look impressive. It doesn't look impressive. It is classic. It's from pretty much the 1800s, but it's going to be brand new and pretty cool. So yeah, I could see some combinations here. I'm not going to go over builds that I think, but I would be curious of what you think. What is your build going to be for whatever specialization? If you're going to go Ellie, which ones would you pick? If you're going to go enhance, which ones would you pick? And if you're going to go tank, go tell me which ones you're going to pick. I'm going to have a separate video coming up very soon on that. And for a healer, let me know which ones you pick. Again, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to take Water Shield. But again, what if you took Lava Burst and all of a sudden you're DPSing hybrid Resto Shaman? I don't know. You would take Water Shield probably. But anyway, but let me just go back. I will link this video, all these videos down below, just so you see it. This is the one where SVan is playing. I'm not trying to steal his content, but I have not been able to play it, but I do see he is. So if he, you can see him running in, and basically he's Shaman tank, but he goes super fast. And if you look up here in his buffs, he is not using Water Shield, which I think is very interesting. He's using the frontal cone AoE, and maybe you need to do that, but it's just something I was thinking that, hey, maybe you do need that. Like, maybe you do need Water Shield because the mobs are going to be hitting you, generating, etc. But I don't think without any AoE cleave, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. But we're going to have to play with it once we get access, once we can start playing Season of Discovery. We will be playing it on launch day, and we will be streaming that puppy as well as, we'll have a guild, but it's not going to be a super hardcore guild. It's going to be a fun guild, and we're going to explore the crap out of this fun, awesome game. So with that being said, guys, I want to make this scuff video. I'm going to start making videos on Tank Shaman. That's going to be my goal, as well as some new content coming up for the new expansion as we get ready for the Shamanocalypse, which will be shanked Tomans. No, Tiqqle. Tank Shamans. So with that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next one. Come see us on stream or wherever on Discord. We're doing a lot of stuff on retail still, but we are getting ready for Season of Discovery as well. So with that being said, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Have a great one. Adios.